This is the first video of a new series, involving how all is being created. Yes, I know scientists on Earth have established a theory titled the Big Bang Theory. Although you see your universe in front of you, doesn't tell you anything about where the universe actually is. To understand, we need to start at the beginning, with nothing, otherwise whatever scientific explanation is given can only be false. First, what is nothing? Nothing is no thing. But nothing is also something in that it is the absence of anything. The fact one asks the question, what is nothing, suggests that nothing is something, or the question could not be asked. So, what is the answer to this question? The answer, of course, is, it is no thing, except for there being no thing. And although you may be hated to suggest that for us to find the answer to how everything is being created, we must start with nothing. This may sound absurd. But because nothing is something, it obviously existed in the same way a concept exists. Yes, I can hear those academics saying, but a concept can only exist as thought, but this is not true. A concept in the form of a thought is a decoding of a concept. As nothing is something, it was inevitable that nothing would become self-aware, and this is where it all started. When nothing became self-aware, it did the obvious, and searched outwardly, after first searching inwardly, only to find self-awareness. On searching outwardly, produced the first concept, involving the inner and the outer. Namely, the origin was the inner, and that which was away from the origin was the outer. Hence inners and outers. What took place next was the separation of the two components of darkness. Contrary to scientific belief, darkness is a lack of contrast between black and white that makes up gray, and not lacking light. Separating the two components of darkness produced the two components of light, black and white. When the black appeared in the location of the origin, rather than there being a conflict, the black gave the impression of traversing in a second outward direction, along the z-axis. So now two outers were realized. This gave the concept of three dimensions. As the black appeared in the center, it was able to traverse across the face of the origin, forming a straight line, as though being written to the white. The further the black extended away from the origin, the greater the need to return. It was this sensation that introduced the adversary. While returning, a bright white light was noticed, as though reading the black line, as it receded. Fix your eyes firmly on the X in the upper right corner of the animation, and without shifting your eyes, take careful notice of the phenomena involving the line. Note the bright white light appeared at the right-hand end of the black line, as it is receding. And in this animation, the colors are reversed. Look at this animation in the same way you did in the previous animation, and notice the black spot that is blacker than the background follow the receding white line. The black, which is blacker than the black background, and the white, which is whiter than the white background, are the two thresholds involving light. Note these are colors, contrary to scientific belief on Earth. They do not involve magnetic radiation. Scientists on Earth confuse the source with the transfer media, which involves the electromagnetic spectrum. When the separation of black and white took place, the black migrated to the center, it introduced the concept, the black had departed from the origin, while the remaining white remained at the source, so the white would represent the inner, or nearest to the origin, and as the black content appeared to depart from the source, would represent the outer. So, the black would become the data, and the white would become the observer, or life. If we continue with the concept involving the receding black, it would vanish from sight, eventually existing in the form of a non-dimensional concept. And if we do the same to the black, we get the same phenomena. This led to a conceptual substrate involving a geometric plane. A geometric plane has a minimum of two outer faces, so if the plane is flipped over, it would appear like this.